Stop everything. What I'm about to reveal will shake the very foundation of the NFL as we know it. This isn't just another rumor. No, sir. This is a massive, earth-shattering, seismic bombshell that could reshape the Dallas Cowboys' entire future. And I'm telling you what I've uncovered behind the scenes. It's nothing short of legendary. You're about to get the inside scoop that no one else dares to talk about, a secret so explosive that the entire league is holding its breath. Your jaw will drop, your pulse will race, and your mind will be blown. Because what's happening right now in the Cowboys' front office, it's pure chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, last-ditch meetings in secret locations, encrypted calls flying under the radar. It's like a covert war zone with executives, agents, and NFL power players fighting for the biggest prize of the offseason. And here's what I can tell you with absolute certainty. My sources just confirmed something huge, something that's been kept under lock and key, hidden from the media's prying eyes. But I've cracked the code. I've pieced together a picture that leaves no doubt in my mind. An elite, game-changing superstar, one of the best in the entire league, is about to be traded to the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you heard me right. The Cowboys aren't just making minor moves this offseason, they're preparing for something big. Something that could elevate their franchise from playoff contender to Super Bowl favorite. But who is this mystery player? That's the question everyone's asking. You see, the Dallas front office has been desperately searching for that missing piece. Something explosive, versatile, reliable, an absolute game changer. They've been scouring the league, making secret contacts, flying under the radar to find their next star. And then they found HIM. Now I know what you're thinking. Who could it be? A quarterback, a receiver, a veteran linebacker? No, my friends, it's something even bigger. Because this isn't just a typical move. This is an overhaul, a statement, a declaration that the Cowboys mean business in 2026. And I can reveal the player they're about to make the centerpiece of this master plan. I'm talking about DeAndre Swift. Yes, the very same DeAndre Swift who's been turning heads all season long with his electrifying runs, clutch catches, and knack for making game-changing plays. The guy who's been a key piece for the Chicago Bears, but who, behind closed doors, has become a hot commodity, a negotiable asset, a superstar in the making. Now, let's rewind for a moment and understand exactly why this move could be historic. The Cowboys right now are in a paradox. They're talented but incomplete. Their offense, led by Dak Prescott, has flashes of brilliance, but they lack that true, pure offensive weapon who can turn games around single-handedly. The defense, still a work in progress after a disappointing 2025 campaign. They're desperate for sparks, for someone who can lift the entire team and ignite a new era of dominance. And what about the roster? They've been through a tough offseason. The release of Trevon Diggs, the strategic shifts on defense, the uncertain future of some veteran players, all of it points to one thing. The Cowboys are ready to go all in. They're not just dabbling in free agency or signing role players. They're making a statement with a bold, decisive move. That's where DeAndre comes in. Because this guy, he's not just a running back, he's a difference maker. Explosive, versatile, with a rare blend of speed and grit. He's a player who can stretch defenses thin, catch out of the backfield like a receiver, and deliver when it matters most. For the Cowboys, landing him wouldn't just fill a gap. It would redefine their entire offensive philosophy. And the buzz? I've heard whispers of secret meetings between the Cowboys, front office, and Swift's representatives. Rumors of high-stakes negotiations, potential trade packages, and a bidding war involving multiple teams. Some rival franchises are reportedly trying to block this deal, seeing Swift as a prime weapon that could turn the tide of the NFC race. But Dallas, they're playing their cards close to the vest, ready to pounce on this opportunity before someone else snatches him away. What's more, the NFL insiders I've spoken with are already calling this a game-changing move, a sign of intent, and a statement of future dominance. Why? Because Swift's skill set perfectly matches what Dallas needs. A dynamic back who can redefine their rushing attack, take pressure off Prescott, and create mismatches all over the field. And I'll tell you something else. The implications are staggering. The Cowboys are willing to go all in financially, offering incentives, bonuses, and incentives so big that it's practically an arms race. They've already devised contingency plans. If they land Swift, the entire scheme for 2026 shifts dramatically. They'd be willing to release key players, restructure contracts, and even push their salary cap to its limits to make this happen. Now let's get into the details, because this is where it gets even more explosive. Understand this, DeAndre Swift at 27 is entering the prime of his career. He's had a roller coaster of a ride so far, but 2025 was his breakout year, with over 990 rushing yards, 7 rushing touchdowns, and a newfound explosiveness that made defenses tremble. He's averaging near 5 yards per carry, an elite number, and his ability to catch out of the backfield has turned him into one of the most versatile running backs in the league today. His career stats. In just 4 seasons, he's accumulated over 2,600 rushing yards, 21 touchdowns, plus over 200 receptions for around 2,000 yards and 8 receiving touchdowns. You know what that means? Swift isn't just a runner, he's almost a hybrid weapon, a Swiss Army knife that every offense dreams of. And his resume. A Pro Bowl selection in 2023, numerous clutch performances, and a reputation as a rising star who can carry the load when it counts most. And here's the kicker, his contract. Despite being on a relatively team-friendly deal, $24 million over 3 years, his 2026 cap hit is around $7.5 million. That's peanuts for a player of his caliber, making him a prime target for a team willing to invest heavily to get him. The market value. It's skyrocketing. NFL insiders estimate that a trade package could include draft picks, young players, and a hefty new contract extension that cements his status as a franchise centerpiece. Why is this move so perfect for Dallas? Think about it offensively. They need more explosive plays, better short yardage options, and a back who can be an every down threat. Swift fits that mold perfectly. He complements Prescott's style, adding a new dimension to the attack that defenses simply cannot stop. And with the NFC wide open, Dallas is positioning itself right at the forefront of the playoff hunt, ready to make a deep run if they land him. Now, you might ask, what about the behind-the-scenes chaos? The NFL's biggest power brokers are already buzzing about this potential blockbuster. Rumors suggest that NFL GMs from rival teams are trying to block the trade, fearing what Dallas could do with a true game-changer like Swift. The league's insiders are whispering about secret bids, clandestine meetings, and covert negotiations happening in dark corners of the league. The Dallas front office. Led by the genius owner Jerry Jones and the sharp-eyed GM, they're working in the shadows, orchestrating a move that could define this franchise for generations. Their strategy? Capitalize on Swift's rising value, leverage their assets, and swing for the fences. The man behind the scenes. A veteran NFL insider I've spoken to describes him as a master strategist, always 3 steps ahead. Sources tell me that the Cowboys are prepared to pull the trigger in the next 48 hours, making this more than just a rumor. It's a certainty. The deal would include multiple draft picks, potentially a first-rounder, and a new lucrative extension that shows Swift that Dallas is all in. The energy in the Cowboys' war room? Electric. The players' camp? Nervous but excited. And what about the NFL's reaction? League executives are already talking about how this could shift the balance of power in the NFC, potentially making Dallas a favorite to secure a top seed and challenge for the Lombardi. Rival teams, they're trembling. They know that if Swift joins Dallas, the entire landscape shifts dramatically. Now let's analyze this from a scheme perspective. Swift's style is perfectly suited for a modern NFL offense, dynamic, unpredictable, explosive. He can thrive in zone runs, stretch plays, and as a catching threat out of the backfield. He's the missing piece, an upgrade that instantly elevates Dallas's offense from good to unstoppable. Imagine Dak Prescott with a running back who can turn a 2-yard gain into a 70-yard touchdown, crafted to perfection. And think about the future. With Swift in the backfield, the Cowboys aren't just planning next season, they're building a dynasty. They're investing in a player who could be a franchise icon for years to come. They're looking beyond just the immediate. They see the big picture: NFL dominance, Super Bowl glory, legacy. And here's the truth, nothing is certain yet. But one thing is clear, the next 48 hours will be critical. This deal is no longer just a rumor, it's a real possibility. And if it happens, the NFL's landscape will never be the same. So I ask you, are you ready for the biggest football story of 2026? Are you ready to witness history? Because I've laid out everything, every whisper, every detail, every secret. The moment is coming. The question is, Will you be ready to see Dallas make one of the boldest, most electrifying moves in recent NFL memory? Stay tuned, because this isn't just a trade, this is the beginning of a new era. And you, my friend, will want to say you were there when it all unfolded. Buckle up. The next chapter of NFL history is about to be written in bold, explosive strokes, and it's happening right now.